Hello everyone, and welcome back to the top 10 cards to play during your War of the Spark pre-release, and today we're going over red. And starting off at number 10, Dead Horde Twins. So this one, probably not very exciting for these type of amass cards, but I like that it gives all your zombie tokens trample, because I feel like that's something your amass army is going to need so much. Just, you have this giant 8/8 and it's just getting chump blocked for days. Giving it trample, that's just, thank you, finally, that's what I've been needing. So, 4 mana for 2/2, very underwhelming, but it makes a 2/2 with trample, which can just get bigger and bigger. That's just something you're gonna have to deal with eventually. Coming in at number 9, Raging Kronk. I always have a soft spot for these type of cards, the cheap mana cost with the high power that can't attack alone. Just, I don't know, they get there for me for some reason. Like, I play this, and then I attack, and it's like, hey, you have to deal with 7 damage right now. And it's like, oh crap, what the heck happened? So what's nice is it can block. So it can block on its own. It just can't attack alone. And in red, that's not too hard to happen. He just might be dying a lot, but he will be taking something very big with him. Next at number 8, we have Krinko 10 Street Kingpin. I really like this card, but I feel like he's going to die a lot. But I love the fact that, when he attacks, you get 2 1/1s right away. And if you can just keep getting him bigger and bigger, it's going to get out of control so fast. But I feel like most of the time he's going to attack, just die, and then you're going to be left with 2 1/1s, which is fine. That's fine because he'll be a 2/3, so he took out something at least. Also, don't forget to use combat tricks with him because if you can give him +2/+0, that's a lot of tokens you're making. At number 7, we have Cyclops' Electromancer. So late game, 5 mana. You play this 4/2, and then you look in your graveyard, maybe you have 2 or 3 instant sorceries. You're killing their 3 toughness creature. I like that. Now you have a 4/2 that can attack pretty well. He'll probably die next turn when you attack, but he'll be taking something else out with him. So I don't know. I just always like the effect of coming to play, dealing damage equal to something. And this one I feel like is going to usually be 2 or 3 and kill something that's just kind of in your way. At number 6, we have Chandra's Pyro Helix. 2 mana, deal 2 damage any way you want divided, any targets. Hey, I'll take that. I'll play as many of these as I can. Yeah, maybe you're like, oh, 2 damage, that's not that much, but there's so many planeswalkers, they're going to be left with just 1 loyalty counter on them, and their stackability is going to be annoying you or doing something. And this is a great way just to ping them off, maybe get rid of some 1 toughness things you don't like, or just, hit in the face. So the fact that you have so many options to do with it, I like that. Coming at number 5, Mizium Tank. This card, it was up and down all over the place for me, so I just put it smack dab in the middle. And I like it. I feel like 3 mana for a 3/2, not very exciting. With trample, I like that. Can, just get over little chump blockers. The crew 1 is really nice, but where this is really sweet is the plain non-creature spell. It just becomes a 4/3, and you get to attack. Like, holy crap, that's nice. Play multiple spells, it gets bigger and bigger. I feel like, though, most of the time he's going to die pretty quickly, but going to take something big with him. That seems like what Red's going for. Just these creatures that are really big, but soft on toughness, and they're just taking out something, just kamikaze style. At number 4, we have more removal. Chandra's Triumph. 2 mana, deal 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Heck yeah, play as many of those as I can. But if you have a Chandra's Planeswalker, deal 5 damage instead. That's amazing. And you know what? Chandra, very playable. It's a rare, but if you get it and you have this, holy crap, even better. Just, you're never going to cut this card. You'll splash for it. Great. At number 3, we have the red's best removal, and it's a common, Jaya's Greeting. Instant speed, 2 mana, 3 damage target creature. Hey, great, I'll play that. That's awesome. But guess what? You also get to scry 1. So yeah, even better. Love this card. Nothing more to say about it. Just be sure to say hi to the creature you kill. Coming at number 2, a very just insane creature, Neheb, Dread Horde Champion, 4 mana for a 5/4 trample. Hell yeah, play that all the time. And with that trample, if it deals any damage, which it will, you can discard any number of cards, draw that many, and then make as much mana as you drew. That's an engine into itself. You're attacking for a lot, then you're discarding cards you don't need anymore, drawing more cards, then you mana to play those cards. This guy is just a beast. And of course, before we hit number 1, our honorable mentions. First, we have Bond of Passion, 6 mana, a little expensive, we'll say, but you do get to do a act of treason, basically, just stealing one of the creatures, giving it haste. So you're attacking with it, but also dealing 2 damage to any other target. So, I mean, at 6 mana, this could just be a kill spell to your opponent or a creature, maybe. I mean, if you really need to, they're at 2 life, you have this in your hand, you're like, okay, I'll steal your creature and just hit you for 2, and you're dead. But what's nice is, you steal their creature, you kill one of their other smaller creatures, and you just attack and hopefully just kill them. But yeah, 6 mana, a little expensive. Next, we have Chain Whip Cyclops. 5 mana for 4/4. Not very exciting, but 4 mana, target creature can't block. Now, in draft, I don't really see you playing this. Maybe you'll play one, but not very likely. It's very expensive. But in sealed, games go long. Red can go long. And this is a great way just to make sure that their best creature can't block. And if you have enough mana, 8 mana, maybe 2 creatures can't block. So I really like that, mainly just using him for that ability. But he can hit pretty hard at 4. And last we have Hart Fire, 2 mana, instant speed, deal 4 damage to any target, which I like. You can hit players with that, planeswalkers, whatever you need. You just have to also sacrifice a creature or planeswalker, which isn't too bad, because maybe a planeswalker that's used up all its abilities and just has 1 loyalty, can't do anything else. Sacrifice that, you get to do 4 damage. It's just not in the top 10 because, sacrificing a creature or planeswalker is a very real cost. And it only deals 4 damage, so maybe if it's 5, it'd definitely have cracked it. But the 4 damage, it's not going to kill everything, but it is pretty good, we'll say. And coming at number 1, no surprise, Ilharg the Raise Boar. 5 mana, 6/6 with trample. Holy crap. And when he attacks, you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped and attacking. And then return that card to your hand at the beginning of the next end step. Whatever, that's fine. 5, oh, what? What? Not only are you already beating them with a 6/6 with trample, you're just sneaking in any other creature you have in your hand. That's crazy. And you get to just keep doing it because it goes right back to your hand. It's basically Dash, but amazingly better. And of course, he has the God Clause, even though he's not an Eternal God, which is interesting, but still, he has a God Clause, 3rd from the top. So you deal with it, he's still coming back. Such an amazing card. Love this. All right, that does it for red. Red looking pretty good, especially all that just damage flying everywhere with all those removal spells. Some great creatures in the top end there. Really like red, but then again, I am a red player, so I'm going to say that. Let me know what you think in the comments. Move anything higher, move anything lower, forget anything, discuss it there, and see you next time for green. This program brought to you by viewers like you.